Nucleous. Pleasure to meet you, potential rock lord. Although I hear you're made totally of nucleon. That means that guy can't transform if he's wearing it. Not that they could anyways. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. We're taking a look at another one of the Infernac Armorizers that have been released in this Legacy United wave. This is Nucleous. Nucleous, according to the Transformer Wiki, is made of raw nucleon, which to Generation 1 fans, that was the substance that the Transformers used instead of Energon, which turned them into Action Masters. So, Nucleus here, when he's used as armor, he can give, like the Action Masters had, incredible power, but prolonged exposure to being bonded with him will prevent them from being able to transform. Hasbro's designers were trying to throw in the gimmick that was behind the Action Masters from 1990. Now, while the Action Masters are not necessarily fondly remembered by G1 fans, it is a nice thing to do a throwback to that line. And of course, Nucleus here is an Armorizer, so that means he can be taken apart in addition to being transformed. And we'll try to look at that as we go along. First things first, though, let's take a look at his accessories. We'll start with his shield. An interesting looking little thing. And then next up, we have his club. I guess he's so excited he fainted. His club is actually a couple of thrusters that have been made to fit together. Well, of course, it also helps that since he's a retool of Magnius that we've covered earlier, but extensively retooled so that he is done a little differently. And then we have these armor pieces behind his arms. Here's the one behind the left arm, and the one on the right arm. Now bear in mind, these pieces here will be pre-attached to the toy when you get him out of the package. So do bear that in mind. Plus, of course, there is the fact that his arms are also removable, as are his legs. His legs will be able to be removed too. Nope, the legs are not removable. You see, right in there, they are not intended to be removed. So, interesting. This will definitely make for an interesting look. At any rate, let's get his arms back in so we can talk articulation here. Alright, now that he's got his arms back, his articulation goes as follows. The head can be turned from side to side. That's all it can do. It does not have a ball joint. His arms can go out to the side, about so far, and they do rotate at the shoulder all the way around. You can bend his arm at the elbow 90 degrees, and it does feature a swivel at the bicep, so he has G.I. Joe battle grip. He can be twisted at his hips, so he can do some dance moves. We can spread his legs apart into a full splits. He does have a thigh cut. It's only good the one way, though, due to his kneecaps. You can raise his leg at the hip about 90 degrees, again, due to the kneecaps. and bend his leg at the knee greater than 90 degrees. So, relatively good articulation. Not the greatest, but not too shabby for an Armorizer. Okay, we're going to transform Nucleous here. Start by separating his shoulders a bit so that the body can be raised outwards. Trying to make sure that this can't happen here. Yeah, he's separated from that, so why isn't the body going up? There it goes. A bit stiff on us here. Alright, once the body's been extended, open up his chest area, and it will become a set of wheels. There we go. Then we'll take his head and we fold the head inside like so. Turn his arms to the sides a bit and then fold the hands inward at the elbow joint. And then his arms are going to fold inwards. Inside there you'll see there's a couple of posts. Now those will attach to these slots on his shoulders. His arms should be bent enough that way the fist goes underneath, so that it kind of folds up the side like that. Instructions weren't exactly clear on that, but we got it fixed. Now once it's done like that, you'll come down here to his feet. We fold the feet up so they lay against the body. And then press his legs and feet together. And then we will bend them here at the knees, fold them over, and put them into position. And of course, once that's done, we can put the shield on his back. Reattach the armor, because it's easier to work this without it. And then, of course, the thrusters can then be attached by the rectangular pegs onto his feet. And then there he is in his rock car mode. Which we will admit does look pretty wicked. So now to get him ready to be an Armorizer, we've got to remove these pieces. Supposedly these, yep, there they go. This section of his feet does come off. The cab comes off. The side armor. And then apparently this armor also comes off. Yep, there it goes. And also his arms need to be removed. It's easier to kind of fold them out a bit. And then they're removed. We'll set his body aside. The instructions show them equipping it to Hot Shot, which of course is the Cybertron Universe one. At any rate, we take the arms, and the arms pretty much get shifted and folded down at the elbow. And then, of course, once they are set up, okay, the post stays downwards. We then attach them up here to his, attach them up here to his shoulders. Just like that. And the smaller armor is attached to his feet. Like that. We reassemble the thrusters together to be the club. Get his hand out far enough so the club goes in and stays in. And then the cab becomes the shield. And they make us take off the feet and this back armor, the back wheel armor, but there's no place to put it. That's pretty stupid. But then again, a fair amount of some of these have always looked that way. So we get to my thoughts. What do I think of Nucleous? Well, I did like the homage that he pays to Generation 1, but I really don't like this toy, folks. This one was a pain for me to get him to transform when I first got him. And I really don't like the fact that they make you take off extra pieces for him, but we don't use them. What's the point? It just means we have more parts that can be lost. And as far as coverage goes, again, I'm disappointed in it because we still have this bulky piece here and nothing to do with it. So all in all, I think they probably need to stop coming up with this gimmick if we're going to be left with a lot of pieces that are not going to get used. At any rate, that's my review of Nucleous from Legacy United. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do remember that if you love the content we feature on this channel, I would appreciate a like, share, comment, and subscription. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.